Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel where we uncover the amazing stories behind old coins and hidden treasures that might be sitting right in your change jar. Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious coins in American history, the 1982 1-cent coin. This little copper-colored coin might look ordinary, but what if I told you that some versions of this coin are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? So, stay with me till the end because we'll explore its full history, its varieties, how to identify the valuable ones, and what makes the 1982 penny so special among collectors and coin enthusiasts around the world. Let's start with the story behind the 1982 penny. The year 1982 was a turning point in the history of the United States 1-cent coin. Before 1982, pennies were made primarily of copper, with each coin containing about 95% copper and 5% zinc. But due to the rising cost of copper in the early 1980s, the United States Mint decided to make a big change. In 1982, the mint switched from the traditional solid copper penny to a new composition made of mostly zinc with just a thin copper coating. The new pennies contained 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. This change saved the government millions of dollars in production costs. However, what makes 1982 unique is that it was the only year in history when both types of pennies, copper and zinc, were produced at the same time. Because of this, several varieties of the 1982 1-cent coin were created, making it one of the most fascinating coins to collect. In total, there are 7 major varieties of the 1982 penny. Let's break them down. There were pennies made in both Philadelphia and Denver, which means some have no mint mark while others have a small d under the date. Then, there were 2 different font styles used for the number 两英寸, the date, a large date and a small date. Finally, each of those came in either copper or zinc composition. That gives us 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 the large date copper, 1982 the small date copper, 1982 the large date zinc. Now here's where things get really exciting. In 1982, the U.S. Mint officially stopped making copper pennies halfway through the year, but somehow, a few 1982 small date copper cents were accidentally struck using leftover copper planchets. Those rare coins are the ones that can be worth a fortune today. If you want to find out what kind of 1982 penny you have, here's how you can do it. First, check the mint mark under the date. If you see a small d, it was made in Denver. If there's no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. Next, look closely at the number 2 in the date. A small date has a thinner, more delicate number 2 with a slight curve, while a large date has a thicker, bolder appearance. Now comes the fun part, checking if your penny is copper or zinc. A simple way is to weigh the coin. A copper 1982 penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. You can use a small digital scale to check this. Let's talk about the value. Most 1982 pennies that you find in your pocket are worth only face value 1 cent. However, if you have a copper version in excellent condition, collectors might pay between 5 and 20 cents for it. Uncirculated examples can sell for even more, sometimes reaching up to a few dollars depending on their grade. But the real jackpot lies in the rare 1982 small date copper penny. Only a few of these are known to exist, and they have sold at auction for incredible prices. One example sold for over $15,000, while others in top condition have reached more than $18,000. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin that could be worth thousands, just because of a tiny variation in metal and design. Billions of 1982 pennies were minted that year, making them one of the most common coins in circulation. But because of the mix between copper and zinc, and the transition that happened during that year, many collectors see 1982 as a milestone in American coinage. This coin marks the end of an era for solid copper pennies and the beginning of a new, more cost-effective zinc composition that is still used today. So, even though the 1982 penny is a small coin, it represents a major change in U.S. history, a shift driven by economics, production challenges, and innovation. If you love collecting coins, or simply want to check if you have a hidden treasure, start by going through your old pennies. Focus on the 1982 year, check for small date and large date differences, and weigh them carefully. Who knows, you might find one of the rare 1982 small date copper pennies that could turn out to be worth thousands of dollars. Even if you don't find the rare one, having all 7 varieties of the 1982 penny can make an impressive and educational addition to your coin collection. So there you have it, the story of the 1982 1-cent coin, a small piece of American history that still fascinates collectors more than 40 years later. Remember, sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin stories and hidden treasures, and share this video with your friends who might have old coins lying around. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, your next penny might be worth a fortune. Subscribe for more rare coin videos. Watch next. D1 send coin hidden gem in circulation. Follow us for daily coin facts and updates.